Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back from the OPTC video. In today's video, the 11th anniversary has been revealed, and the part 1 characters and all the campaign events are in the preparation video that they put out at 8 p.m. last night, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I believe it was like 1:30 PST, something ridiculous. But we do have pretty much all the information that we need for not only the characters that are releasing, but the campaign events, the dates, the gem giveaways, all of that fun stuff. And in today's video, we're going to be doing just a little bit of a breakdown of this particular video and the events that are sort of coming along with it. So I will try and sort of speed through the video, pause sort of where I can, and then I think we'll probably go over to Papi's Twitter. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description below, as well as a link obviously to this video down below, and you guys can go check that out and sort of get all the information that you guys need for the 11th anniversary. We're basically like a week away now. It goes live on the 11th of May, as it does every single year. And as of me recording this, I believe it's the 6th of May. It might be the 7th of May. I don't really know. I haven't really checked the date this morning. But because of that, it's like literally less than a week away. So let's take a quick look at the campaign. I do have it on 2x speed. Just because, like, we want to sort of go through it as quickly as possible. As you see, we got the 11th anniversary Suga Fest info, the event schedule, and then the campaign info. Like I said, if you guys want to see this video, go check it out in the comment section below. I'm just going to sort of fast forward through until we sort of get some information. So, the first character to be revealed is actually Kizaru. So, as expected, we are getting a Super Suga Fest Kizaru legend. Look, it makes a lot of sense. We have, obviously, the Grand Party rules where the Navy was boosted. We have PvP Akainu, who just basically attaches to a Kizaru character with a support. But the interesting thing is he's a Dex shooter slasher. Something that I found very interesting with all of these characters that we are seeing today is they are all slasher characters, which is ridiculous. Like, Slash is just getting more and more buffs. So very excited to see what they do in Rumble. I will do individual breakdowns for the individual units, sort of breaking down their entire kit rather than sort of diving in today's video, because it's the 11th anniversary, right? Like, there's a lot to talk about and a lot of fun stuff to get into. So the second character is a Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, the monster trio with a dynamic artwork. Funny enough, I actually predicted a Goggles Luffy. So that's pretty funny that we actually got the Goggles Luffy. We just got it in the form of basically a new Straw Hat legend. So whilst, yes, this is just Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, it basically features all of the Straw Hats in the artwork. Now, this artwork is very interesting because you can actually change between Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro. Now, to do this, you have to use various illustrations to power them up. So I'm not exactly sure how it'll go with changing between the illustrations, but the new feature with these artworks is they have dynamic effects. So very similar to like the dynamic effect of Luffy vs Kaido, and then obviously the Strength Luffy, where they kind of like, they have that infograph. Well, this one, you can kind of go into it, and it kind of moves through the artwork and shows all of the Straw Hat characters. So very, very interesting stuff. I'm a big fan of the dynamic artwork. It looks really, really nice. Obviously, they are putting some funding into art. One Piece Treasure Cruise has always been phenomenal with their artworks. Like, they are one of the best gacha games when it comes to art style. So I'm just very, very impressed with that. Not like something that needs to happen, but like I said, it is a nice little touch. Finally, we have the anniversary exclusive, which is Nami, 3-sword style. Again, another slasher. This one was, I believe, from a One Piece magazine. Just very reminiscent of Orin Yamato. And like, you guys know how I feel about Orin Yamato and how good she is. So very nice to see that we are getting a Nami character for the anniversary as well, being an anniversary exclusive too, and also being a slasher. Again, I'll break down these characters in separate videos, and we'll sort of go from there. Begins on the 11th of the 5th, as you guys can see there. And we are getting a Super Evolution too for our anniversary Zoro. Definitely the character that needs it the most out of the anniversary exclusives. Very, very keen to see what his kit is going to look like. They should add a super special. But knowing them, the Super Evolution isn't going to come out until like the 12th anniversary. All right, so here we go. We have the schedule here. So from the 5th of the 11th to the what's that? The 11th of the 5th to the 11th of the 7th, we have the Fierce Battle of Egghead. And then we also have the Zoro Super Evolution campaign as well. Now, be mindful as well, something that I missed at the start of the video, is that this is part 1 of 3 parts for the Super Suga Fest. So basically, they're going back to the 9th anniversary style, where we had Luffy Yamato, Sanji, Rush Sanji, and then Enma Zoro. Not a fan of this. Not a huge fan of having the separate Super Suga Fest parts. Just, for me, just like put them all on part 1, and just let us rock with those characters through the entire event. So, look, it is what it is. Assault Rumble does come out from the 11th of the 5th to the 16th of the 5th, so it doesn't go forever. And then you have the Grand Feast Suga Fest in spring. We also have the Pirate Rumble Grand Party Special, which goes until the 16th. What's that? Oh, so it's just like a special Grand Party. We have a Blitz battle in there as well. Then Treasure Map happens after the Grand Feast Spring Suga Fest, as well as having co-op running at the same time. So from the, Jesus Christ, on the 13th until like the 16th, there is so much shit going on. We have Assault Rumble, we have co-op, we have a special Grand Party that goes straight into a Blitz battle, on top of the fact that we have PKA running from now. So you like just get your PKA runs done. You definitely want that to be over. Because yeah, you don't want to get caught with like thousands of events on at once and having to just like play the game so intensely for this period of time. But at the end of the day, like having more events is better than not having events. Like I'm definitely more advocate for that. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Also, the 11th anniversary ship does get buffed, so there is that as well. We do have the Make It Your Own Suga Fest, which is going to be coming as a one-time limited free rare Suga Fest. You can vote for a total of 10 characters, and in the lineup, your character will be decided in the poll. So very, very nice stuff there. And then you can select any of these particular characters. So that's going to be really nice if you guys don't have any of these units as well. So I did see that the New Year's Legends are actually there too. So that's going to be very, very interesting as well. Hopefully you guys can pick those characters up if you don't have them. And then we also have these Choose Your Rewards, which the characters will be given as gifts. Bunch of login bonuses, as you guys can see there, like really, really nice stuff. We have 50 gems as an anniversary day login bonus, on top of another 50 gems, which will come with a 15-day login. So if you log in for 15 days, you get a total of 50 gems again. So campaign schedule, this is the big one. Your Choose Your Reward character starts on the 11th. You have the login bonuses starting on the 11th. You have a total of 100 free rare recruit pulls, on top of the fact that we are getting one of them during the Part 1 Suga Fest banner, so you'll be able to get that. We have the Supernova campaign running now. We have the premium missions running. It's just like a lot. There's a lot of gems coming, like a lot of gems. I think they actually do a breakdown. This is interesting too, actually. The the OPTC voyage logs. It basically just says like what you've done in the last year. So very nice way of sort of tracking data. I know my boy Papi's probably loving the whole data tracking. Something to know too is that when you we do have the repost and like campaign, which everyone gets 50 gems if we do this. On top of that, you get a 30 extra gems if you do the trial quest. So as soon as the trial quest comes out, make sure that you complete it as soon as possible. It's the first thing you guys need to do is just complete the trial quest. Otherwise, you're not going to get the 30 gems, and like 30 gems, that's a lot of gems, man. That's a lot of gems. So we also have a giveaway for up to 100 gems for 100 players. And then this is basically the breakdown of the free shit they're giving us. So we're getting a bunch of scrolls, a bunch of turtles, bunch of Almighty manuals, 3 Super Cola, and a Super Tandem tablet. And then we have 50, 100, 150 plus 80. Like, there's 230 gems right there. Like, and then if you're lucky enough to win an extra 100, that's just basically for just logging in. So, like, just get it done. People always say that they don't give out enough gems, but like they give out plenty of gems, man. They give out plenty of gems. So that's basically it. Version 15.0 update. And then they basically just say, hey, get ready for the 11th anniversary Sugo. Then I actually glossed past it. Let me just quickly go back a little bit. Something that they added very like cock teasy at the end here is they decided to, oh no, I missed it again. Here we go, ready? See you again soon. Take care, Nakama. And then they did this. Yeah, then they thought they would drop this at the end. And if you guys watched the latest episode of One Piece, you will know what this means. And if you read the manga, like, you definitely know what this means. It means basically Saturn's coming. The Gorosei. So I can expect Saturn to be the Part 2 legend for the Super Suga Fest. I don't think they'll drop in Part 3. Otherwise, they just wouldn't have done this. But yeah, definitely expect some fun stuff coming for the Gorosei. So if you guys want to save your gems for that, like, go for gold. If you're not super hyped on these characters in Part 1, don't worry about it. I think the Luffy, Zoro, Sanji is probably the big drawing point. And 9 times out of 10, they make the Part 1 legend, like, the most appetizing for the rest of the content. So you bet your ass that, like, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are going to be used for the entire entirety of the 11th anniversary month, and probably a little bit beyond that. So I would say that that's probably the character you want to get the most, no matter what part 2 and part 3 is. But again, we'll have to wait and see what that is. Over here on Papi's Twitter, shout out to the GOAT. I'll leave a link in the description for you. Sam will be coming for the 11th anniversary, so that he thinks the same thing. He has the information up for Kizaru, which we're, like I said, Luffy, Zoro. We're going to go through these in a separate video. The solo illustrations there, as you guys can see, you can change between the 3 different arts. I believe you have to put a dupe in to change the art, but like, I'm not 100% sure exactly how that works. I believe he's got a picture here. When you use various illustrations to power them up. So, like I said, I imagine like that's the different illustration. But, like, I don't know. I have to wait and see when that comes out. Or if you guys don't have any information, like, put it in the comment section below. Super Evolution, something I didn't really touch on too much. Begins on the 11th of the 5th, but knowing how they do these Super Evolutions, like, we're probably not going to get this for a couple months, which is really, really shit. He's got the pictures of the schedules there, so if you guys want to check that out, you go for gold. There is a vote. The voting period starts basically today for the make it your own Suga Fest. Basically just select characters that are really good and the characters you don't have. It's always better to have a character that you don't have compared to an extra dupe in a character that you do. So that would be my advice when I'm voting for characters on the Vote Your Own Suga Fest. And then you get to choose your reward as characters' gifts. The claim period starts again on the 11th. I think we pretty much got everything. Papi's basically just taken screenshots of everything and tweeted it for you guys. So if you guys want to go check all that out, go for gold. My man also getting his hands on the artworks. Love that. That's going to be very, very nice for my thumbnails. So thank you very much for that, Papi. And like I said, we will do breakdowns of the individual units as well. So hit the bell notification, hit the subscribe button, but the like button on this video as well, so you guys can make sure that you keep up to date with the content. Most importantly, though, if you guys are in this beautiful world, please enjoy the rest of your day. Get hyped for the 11th anniversary. Hopefully, it does spark some stuff in the game because it has been a pretty low couple of months. But look, anniversary is always a really, really fun time to be playing any type of gacha game. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, do all that fun stuff. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.